and Varka were here too.
Oh, knew it. I'm still no match for the Grandmaster.
Nanina's covering the north, so we'll have Laurent take the east. Right, that's all for now.
Hey, Varka!
Huh? Honorary Knight? Paimon? What brings you to my camp? Not at all. Any camp of the Knights of Favonius is your camp too. So make yourself at home. Though, you should give me a heads up next time so I can have the quartermaster break out the good stuff for you.
Is this really the Expeditionary Forces camp? Paimon was expecting it to be a bit more... crowded?
Not many from the force are still stationed here. And of those who are, most are out patrolling. Truth be told, it is a bit of a ghost town. We're also gathering all the Abyss-related intel we can. Situation in Nodcry's stable for now, but we must remain vigilant. You never know when the Abyss will come roaring back. Intelligence is the foundation of any campaign. It's not just enemy movements. Terrain or shifts in the weather can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Moving forward, we plan to form a long-term partnership with the Northern Intelligence Network. Turn this temporary camp into an intelligence station.
An intelligence station? Whoa! Like the kind in Fontanian spy thrillers?
Haha, as if. Name one book with a camp this lightly defended in it. During these years out on campaign, we've found that different abyssal disasters are occurring all over Teyvat. They're unnaturally cunning, always shifting, with no two attacks quite going off the same. I hope to use the Northern Intelligence Network to share our findings, and use that collaboration to keep gathering information on the Abyss. This isn't any one nation's burden. Every day, countless winds blow through Nodcry. I'd say that makes it the perfect place to set up an outpost.
Oh, so that's why. So this is chivalry in action!
Haha, well, chivalry's good and all, but in reality, we've only just established this station, and don't even have a good map of the nearby terrain. If you stumble across any building materials or intel nearby, don't forget to bring them back with you. Rest assured, you're our honorary knight. We'll look after you. One expedition wraps up, another begins.
Grandmaster! We've got big trouble, sir!
Oh, what is it?
That important guest we were expecting today? He's trapped at the foot of the mountain.
What? Is it who I think it is?
Yes, sir, it's him. Most of our available manpower is tied up in patrols. Who do we reassign?
No need. Just point me in the right direction, I'll handle it myself. Honorary Knight, Paimon, till next time.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Varka so nervous. Now she's curious who that guest is. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's follow him and see if he needs help.
Help! Please help me!
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Hey! Are you okay?
I'm fine. Whew. Good thing you guys showed up so fast. Or I might not have made it by sundown.
Praise be! Our essential supplies made it through safe and sound.
What kind of supplies are that important?
Good eye! This here is the dandelion wine we specially ordered from Dawn Winery. Pure Mondstadt in a bottle.
You have no idea what it took us to get it here all the way from there.
Ha! And a fine job you did. You're drinking with us at the feast tonight. Whole camp's been looking forward to toasting you.
So, the only reason you were in a hurry was to make sure the drinks got there in time? And here Paimon thought you were finally being serious about something serious!
What's that? Are you saying drinking isn't the most serious of serious business? Because I'd love to have a drink right about now.
Wait! Please, wait a second. Now is not a good time.
Yeah! Listen to him! First, you gotta take care of the serious...
This is a custom brew. It needs to be kept constantly rolling to prevent settling and keep its flavor. Having sat for so long, I'd say the taste has degraded by at least 10%.
10%! Unacceptable! Nobody touches a drop till it's ready.
Okay. You do you, then.
We specially commissioned someone to build a mechanism that keeps the barrels rolling. Looks like it broke in the fall, though. So now, I guess we'll have to rely on old-fashioned muscle power.
So we just keep whacking the wooden barrels and roll them to their destination? Sounds like some good old Knights of Favonia's strength training. Guy teaches force control and precision. Need both, or the barrel won't stay true to the path. It's basic training for many knights. Ha, keen on basic drills, are we? Well, Laurent and the others won't be back for a while. Right then, all yours. Don't worry about knocking him a bit too far. Just holler and I'll toss him back into place. Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. First time I did this training with Razor, it took us an entire day to finish. Know why? He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. Jean and Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or not the Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this. A Knight's basic training helps build character, but since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion. She happily brought her bombs to the training grounds, and so we reached a consensus. We won't discuss the matter again until she's a bit older.
An easier way, right?
Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time.
Oh, Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! They're back!
They're back! They're back! Everyone, fall in and give them a proper welcome.
Wow, we're this popular? Paimon feels like blushing.
how the wind carries that scent from afar. Sweet Barbados, it's true. Dandelion wine.
Ah, a special brew from Dawn Winery to boot. They're back. All my precious memories, they're all flooding back.
Oh. So, the welcome isn't for us, is it?
Yes, this is it! This is the taste! Oh, it's just how I remembered it.
Amazing. After all these years.
Ah, I was starting to think I'd already forgotten the taste of a good Dawn Winery vintage.
If the taste hasn't changed, then my home back in Springvale probably hasn't changed either. Right? Thank you, Honorary Knight.
That's enough. Put a cork in it, everyone. Barrels stay sealed until everyone's back. Let's finish the party prep in the meantime.
Oh, yes, sir. On it, sir.
Like I said, drinking is the most serious of serious business.
Oh, sticky honey roast, sweet madams. Paimon never thought she'd get to eat such authentic Mondstadt dishes out here. Wait, where's Varka? Anyone seen him? He's not passed out drunk in a ditch somewhere, is he? Okay, Paimon will catch up when she finishes. One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
So, what's the hero who saved our savior and brought it back to camp doing in a corner like this? Truth is, what I've got in my cup is the most special of special brews. It can only be drunk alone. But since you've caught me, nothing for it. Here, have a cup. Got me. Just a joke. Not a drop of liquor on me right now. If you're thirsty for a real drink, go find Ermini later. She's got plenty in stock. A camp always needs to have one sober soul to guard their drunk comrades from things that go bump in the night. Those have been my standing orders since this expedition started. Rotten luck, eh? Just so happens that tonight, it's my turn to be that sober soul. So, on this night when they're all drunk, I can't be. Who knows? Maybe fate just gets a kick out of messing with us. If it had come one day later, maybe I'd have been down there guzzling wine to my heart's content. But if it had come but one day later, maybe you'd have passed the camp by, missed the feast, never even had this chance to talk. Nobody can say what choices lead to what outcomes until the time comes. Just like when I decided to lead this expedition out of Mondstadt. Never imagined I'd make it this far. That's how it turned out, aye. But when we marched, all I knew was this. An abyssal storm was brewing up north, one that threatened to scour all of Tevat. It took us some time to mobilize, but where would the enemy appear? What form would they take? That was all a complete mystery to us when we set out. All we could do was gather intel as we marched, preparing for every contingency. Ha! Quick study, aren't you? Alas, the enemy won't sit around twiddling their thumbs while we finish preparing. Every hour we hesitated, the abyss was devouring the lives of countless people. The sooner we marched, the sooner we could change their fates. That was all the intel we needed to launch this expedition. None of that formality, honorary knight. And you're no different. Your journey's also changed many people's fates. Be it Mondstadt back then, Dvalin, or Nodcry now, the expeditionary force. Even my fate too. The fact that we can sing around the bonfire, drinking and thinking about the future, none of that could have happened without your arrival, traveler. Who's to say? Fate's fickle and hard to fathom after all. But as long as you're alive, there's hope. The wine we didn't drink tonight, we can have tomorrow. The lads will save my share. As long as we're still breathing, tomorrow will bring more wine and laughter. So cheers to tomorrow, to hope.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor.
If Captain Hertha were here too.
welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Nodcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So, I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari.
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Hey! Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on!
like that.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the Doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes a Lot.
Hold on. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of...
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes-A-Lot. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir
Writes-A-Lot. I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are, to use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return! Huh? Yeah. On me. Huh? Stormwind!
Without the Rapier of Solnari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight. That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean?
Oh, yes.
That's our Grandmaster for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel's Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Grandmaster offered lots of advice in his letter regarding my recent assessments. I didn't think he'd spare a thought for that kind of thing in the middle of an expedition. So, Honorary Knight, if you have the time, do you think you could help me out with my special training?
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time. I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns. Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket. Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?